As your dam builders, our mission is to provide affordable hydropower through the construction of technically advanced and reliable dams and reservoirs. Our vision is to be the largest, most technically advanced, and greatest brand multinational water conservancy and hydropower construction company.
Good afternoon, my name is David Gostowski and I'll be focusing on the country's geography, current economy, and description of the people. The Democratic Republic of Congo, or DRC, is the 12th largest country in the world with a total landmass of about 1/4 of the size of the U.S. The DRC is currently located in Central Africa. The current population of the DRC is estimated to be about 71 million. The current major language spoken in DRC is French, which is the official language. An estimated 67.2% of the population can read and write French, Lingala, Kingwana, or Tshilubu, which are the other major spoken languages. The mining industry is the source of most of the country's export income and has helped greatly boost the country's GDP. Next, Katie will be talking about product specifications.
Okay. Hi, my name is Katie Huff, and I'm going to talk about the product description. The dam is projected to reach 500 million African inhabitants. The power generated will be able to reach as far as the southern part of Europe and the southwestern part of the Middle East. We will be employing locals from the Democratic Republic of Congo, which will help them boost their economy. We are going to build the Grand Inga Dam in the Democratic Republic of Congo on the Kaneshia River. The World Bank has given the dam project some support, but it has estimated the project will cost about $80 billion. The Grand Inga Dam is going to be 205 meters tall, which is the equivalent to 2.5 football fields. The length of the reservoir, which is the area where the water will sit before it flows through the dam, will be 15 kilometers long. The dam has the ultimate capacity of 40 gigawatts. The largest nuclear power plant in comparison only generates 38 gigawatts of capacity. And this Grand Inga Dam has twice the generational capacity of the Three Gorges Dam in China. Henrietta will now talk about the operational structure.
Hi, my name is Henrietta Salchuk and I will be talking to you about the operational structure of our organization and this project. I'm only going to focus on the major components of this project, and one of the most important ones is the engineering department. Obviously this is a large-scale project and we will need engineers with many different specializations. We want to bring in some of the world's largest engineering firms. More specifically, we will have a few companies who also worked on the Three Gorges Dam project in China. Another important component will be our suppliers. We will work with companies from all over the world who will be supplying us everything from construction material to machinery and electrical wiring. Another component of our operational structure is our marketing department, who will assess our target market and who our competitors are and how can we best promote this project so people will benefit the most out of it. Our project managers, of course, will be the people who coordinate the suppliers, the workers, and the materials throughout all the phases of this project. Operations, they will be dealing with day-to-day scheduling, transportation, and other technical details of undertaking this project. Another thing that I want to touch on is the fact that we will have a permanent environmental panel working throughout the duration of this project, because we want to make sure we have as little impact on the environment as possible. Thank you. Now Ahmad will talk to you about the financial implications of this project.
Good afternoon. My name is Ahmad. I'm here to discuss one of the most important aspects of the Grand Inga project: financing, investment, and returns. Aside from providing a crucial commodity to the third world, there is money to be made here, ladies and gentlemen. The plans have been finalized. All we need is more backers to start the project. U.S. relations with the Congo are strong, and now is our opportunity to capitalize on the future. For starters, let's take a look at the proposed budget. Construction should take about 10 to 17 years. 10 years for preliminary operation, 17 for completion. It costs roughly $80 billion, which breaks down as which. $30 billion will be allocated to raw materials. This also includes 52 state-of-the-art turbines installed for about $10 billion. $32 billion is afforded to the cost of maintaining, restoring, and building new and old transmission lines. $11 billion is allocated to the cost of labor, consulting, planning, and various other small projects involved with the implementation. And the remaining $5 billion is what investors can expect simply on returns and interest. As it stands, we have about $5 billion. We still need roughly $56 billion, considering that the plant will generate $23 billion in its first 4 years of operation. Now, these numbers may seem staggering, but wait till you take a look at some of these proposed projections. After the plant is completed, it will recoup roughly $36 billion within the initial 6 years of operation and the remaining $44 billion in 5 years. All in all, the plant will have paid for itself, barring any major setbacks, within 11 years, after which it will generate nearly $10 billion in revenue every year. Ladies and gentlemen, there is demand in Africa. There is demand in Europe. Thank you for your time.
Good afternoon, my name is John Magnus and I'm here to discuss why we, your dam builders, are the best contractors for the construction and operation of the Grand Igna Dam. Let's first examine the benefits of this project to the local community, the investors, and the global power network. The Congo River offers an enormous amount of an opportunity to provide thousands of megawatts of clean energy to the entire African power grid and possibly some surplus to Europe's southern regions. This mammoth project will implement 52 750 megawatt turbines that will effectively double the capacity of Three Gorges Dam, which is currently the world's largest dam. The energy will be produced using run-of-the-river hydroelectricity. Run-of-the-river hydroelectricity is much more efficient and environmentally friendly. Overall, the dam will be 150 meters high and harness 2,600 cubic meters of water per second. All this will produce enough energy to serve 500 million Africans who currently go without electricity. The benefits to the individual investor and large companies are vast. The individual investor can expect return on investment within the first 4 years of partial operation, which should result in total revenues exceeding $23 billion. Also, several companies have pledged their support and money already to the construction of the Grand Igna Dam, such as the World Bank and Eskom, which generates 95% of the electricity used in South Africa. Lastly, on a global perspective, the Grand Igna Dam will produce an excess amount of energy that cannot be used by all of the South African region. Fortunately though, through power grids we can implement the electricity in the southern portions of Europe and also the northern regions of Africa. Here are some of our companies that will be using the electricity as well as providing money for the project. Our company is composed of a professional staff that will complete the construction and marketing of the Grand Igna Dam for the lowest possible cost to the investors and assure the maximum possible revenue for the investors. We may not be the largest company, but we can promise that we will do our best to go above and beyond all expectations of the Grand Igna Dam and provide the maximum amount of energy to the current energy deficient southern region of Africa. Now let me introduce Amber, who will discuss the project limitations.
My name is Amber. I'm going to talk to you about some of the limitations that we have plans to overcome. When working in an area as politically charged as the Democratic Republic of Congo, there are some issues that will come up, but we will get those taken care of. The current leader, Joseph Kabila, is doing a lot to bring about facilitation of foreign investment in the country because he realizes that it is important to their economic stability. And well, at the moment, there's not a lot of clear guidelines as far as regulatory framework. There are existing laws on tax, labor, and safety regulations that we will need to pay close attention to. And without a lot of enforcement, we'll have to govern a lot of that ourselves to make sure that we keep things the way that they need to be. There's also a lack of adequate roads, so a lot of the shipping and travel will have to be done by river. That's something that we need to keep in mind. Also, there is a large history of conflict and border disputes in the area. Most of that did take place in the west, and we are farther to the east, so we should be all right, but security is still going to be an important issue that we'll definitely take very seriously, so everyone will be safe and the investment will be protected. We're confident that none of these limitations can't be overcome. We'll make sure that we do our best to maximize our profits, and we'd like to thank you for your time and consideration.